42 days, 2 wins, Thomas Super Arena and Madison Square Garden. How good does that feel?
Definitely feel real good. My trainer Eric Turner was like, given that fight, given the fact that when it comes to Madison Square Garden is like the mecca of all fights. When you talk about the MMA world, it's like it's just like the mecca of all fights. So coming from Saitama Arena to MGM, can't get any better, and the two big finishes, even better.
Yeah, I mean, was the head kick something you saw yourself finishing this fight with? I mean, everyone's talking about the Von Flue choke coming in, and then you changed it up a little bit on us.
I did. Everybody know I got a really good high left kick. I caught him in the second round just by throwing it, just hoping to see what's going to happen. And I caught him. I was surprised he didn't go down. And the third round, I used a measuring technique that I use all the time. I'm just taking my left hand out there, and he stuck his right hand out there. And then I came back the second time and did it, but I followed through with my left kick. The minute I did that, it landed perfectly. I pretty much knew it was over.
Do you think that's the best knockout you've had? I know you've had some good ones in your career, but does that, I think, rank number one?
I mean, it's in the UFC, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Couldn't quite see afterwards. You jumped on the ring and looked like you were yelling or talking to somebody. Who were you talking to and what were you saying?
No, because it was funny because DC turned his head. He was like, because when I knocked him out, I was walking. I seen him turn his head like, he was like, okay, I can't believe this just happened. And then I just pointed at him just to let him know I'm still here.
Noticed that you were talking to Volkan just there, and you fought him not that long ago. What did you guys say to each other?
We're just going to see each other again. And, to be honest, that loss against him, I needed that. That was one of the pinnacle points of my MMA career. A lot of people have up and downs. When I first started off, I had my ups, and then after that, I had my downs. And particularly after that fight, that's when I pretty much changed everything.
Right.
And, definitely was blessed with a good strength and conditioning coach, Frankie Padilla, who not only tested me mentally, but physically too. Like sometimes it's one of them things where, like, I go into a workout session and I got to sit down and think about, like, okay, do I really want to do this? I got to come with my A game. You usually can come with my D game and finish your workout, but with him, you really got to come with my A game. And that was one of the focus points. And this is the reason we took the fight on short notice, because typically against a guy like Corey Anderson with his pace, you don't take a fight on short notice like that. And my coaches trusted me, and we went ahead and took the fight. And the end result is we got a good win.
Are you surprised by what Volkan has done since you fought him? Like, no one really knew who he was a year ago. Now he's on the cusp of fighting for a belt.
Definitely surprised, but at the end of the day, it makes me look good too. I mean, at the end of the day, we had a tough fight. You could say I won the fight, but it doesn't matter. It's past. So, and now I'm trying to play catch up. And I'm not trying to play catch up. I'm playing catch up, and he sees me right behind him.
You mentioned Ilir Latifi. Why'd you pick him?
I didn't pick him. He picked me.
Okay.
So he called me out a while back, and I said, let's do it. And, when this situation came up, I jumped on it, and I'm jumping right back on it. December 30th, we can make it happen.
Do you think it will happen? Have they told you?
I haven't said nothing yet. I'm pushing it, though.
Okay. So you want another quick turnaround? Because
Oh,
you're
yeah.
not usually the call-out type. But I guess you're more responding to a call.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely the one who responded to it, because he called me out. I'm just letting him know I didn't forget about him.
Okay.
Does right now feel kind of reminiscent to you of the time when you were in Strikeforce and you went on that crazy streak of like fighting back to back to back, and you had a ton of wins on that stretch? I mean, does it feel like that to you a little bit?
Yeah, it does, but luckily these are kind of spread apart. I think when I was in Strikeforce, I had 3 fights within 7 weeks. That was a bit too much. That was a bit too much. Because I remember during my third fight, I remember telling myself, I was like, what's going on? I'm trying to motivate myself throughout the fight. I think I was completely exhausted, because those fights actually, all 3 of those fights went all 3 rounds. Yeah. And it was just right after the fight was over, the next week I was in the gym training, getting ready for another fight. But these fights right here, I wouldn't say a little bit of break. I got about a month break. So if December 30th come around, that's about a 2-month break, I guess. It's not really a break, but as long as I keep myself active, my body feels strong, it's gonna get stronger, and I'm gonna keep going.
That third round, you kind of walked in there, you kind of seemed like you still had not a real sense of urgency. Did you feel like you had to fight to that point, or did you feel like you needed to finish it soon?
Not necessarily. I knew that I was behind, so I knew I had to pull something out, and that's why I was telling myself, okay, just keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. You know, I knew he was going to try to take me back down, and there's a couple of times just like I was looking to land the uppercut, but you know, I just wanted to keep him at bay, and I knew the minute, you know, I was like, I just need to throw a good leg kick, and that high kick landed perfectly.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks,
Thank you. Thank you.
Congrats.